Good morning, beautiful people. It has been a minute since I have filmed anything, since I've posted anything on here. Really, since I've done any social media stuff at all, not just like YouTube videos. A lot has happened in my life and things are settling down. And I've been wanting to start a vlog. And I was honestly going to start it tomorrow because today's Sunday, and I don't know, there's part of me that's like, starting a vlog on a Sunday feels weird because it feels like that's when I should be like ending. It's a weekend, not the week beginning. But I'm getting ready to go to brunch with my friends. We call it gay brunch. So I'm gonna go to gay brunch. I'm finishing getting ready, which is just earrings, cleaning off my glasses, etc., etc. And we're gonna start a vlog because I haven't done one in a minute. And I haven't really felt like I had the energy or capable or, I don't know. I haven't really felt like filming recently. I've had a lot of other stuff happening and we'll get into it a little more as we go through this vlog, I'm sure. But things are settling down in my life and this sounded fun. So here we are. Happy Sunday morning. Let's go to gay brunch. I'm home from gay brunch and I am putting together my TV. And by putting together, I mean I'm putting it so it can go on the TV stand. It used to have other things attached that are over there. And now I'm going to touch these so it can go on my new TV stand. Let's go. For visual reference, it used to have these things attached so it could hang on the wall. But I don't really feel like hanging it on the wall because renting. So I bought this TV stand with the idea, I don't know, we're gonna finagle after I get the TV up there to see exactly what we need to work with. But we're gonna do some arranging. This is what it currently looks like. Okay, pausing because this is where we're at now. The piano used to be here. I, by myself, it's fine. The piano actually has wheels under it. Pushed it over there. TV here because it didn't fit how I originally had it in my brain, which is okay. We're recalibrating. So now I need to move stuff around. And what I'm hoping, because I don't really want piano to be a dumping ground. I know it looks like a dumping ground. This is all paper, right? So what I don't want is for me to come in through the door and be like, okay, I'm home, put all my stuff on the piano. So what I'm going to try to do is I have a little shelf over here that I think maybe if I pray to the right gods or whatever, will just maybe slide in right there and that can be like the dumping spot. So we're gonna try it. I should probably measure it. There's a measuring tape around here somewhere. We're gonna measure it before I move stuff. So now TV's angled a little bit and I can maybe, I don't know, maybe I can push it a titch more this way and then maybe that'll give me the space on that end I need to put that shelf here. I don't know, we're gonna see. Hello, I am home. I've talked to my dad, doing the thing. It's about 7 o'clock, maybe getting on to 7:30. I don't know. I don't actually have a clock. My clock is not currently hanging. Maybe I could hang it there. So I recently moved and it's been like 6 weeks. I've been delaying doesn't even feel like the right word, but I'm doing stuff as it comes up, as it feels appropriate, as I have mental energy, as I have money, all of these things. So that's why it took me a little bit to get a TV stand because I was researching. So I didn't have a TV stand. I haven't hung my clock because I wasn't sure where I was gonna hang my clock because I wasn't sure where the TV was gonna go. But I'm actually kind of looking at this and I wonder if I would like the clock right there, kind of behind where you are. I'll show you. But I'm home. I actually ended up going to the pool, my friend's pool, and I was going to take a little clip, and I forgot. And I also left my phone in her apartment. So, yeah, but I've done that. We've gone grocery shopping. We're being productive, I guess. This is where I'm thinking about hanging the clock, is right there. And then this is what we're currently working with. I think I maybe have a clip of this from earlier, but this is the view from the couch. We're still kind of messy. We're still figuring things out. That's kind of what we're working with. Hello. I have wet hair, kind of lounging in bed, and it's 9 o'clock. So it's way earlier than I normally go to bed. But I'm trying to get my cat to come out and cuddle me. He's having a bad day. And I'm actually pretty worried about him. So I'm just kind of, laying in bed, seeing if he will come out from underneath the bed to cuddle me. We had morning cuddles this morning, and then he went and hid under the bed, which is not really unusual for him. What is worrying me is he hasn't eaten anything. I don't think he's eaten anything. I did just check his litter box, like the nightly clean of the litter box, and it looked like he had peed, but I don't know when exactly that was, because if I changed the litter box every night, like that could have been the middle of the night last night when he was acting a little bit more himself. So I don't think he's eaten anything. I kind of don't think he has left my room at all today, and so I'm actually pretty worried. I've been checking on him. He is still alive. He is breathing. I can see him. I have visual contact with him. And so when I shine the light, he'll open his eyes or he'll look at me, whatever. I want him to come out and cuddle, because we cuddle every night before we go to bed. Good morning. It is Monday morning. It's a little after 8. And I'm working. Specifically trying to get all my stuff to open. And it is thinking about it. It's working on it. Monday's a work from home day, so that's always nice for me. I've been up 20 minutes. Maybe a little longer, but really not much longer. Like 30 minutes potentially. Hello. It is now after work. I've given you no updates throughout the day. I have spent more time than usual on my floor because my cat has not been feeling well. And I was having a lot of feelings and emotions about it. And then I finally talked to the vet after hours. I was waiting for hours. I was freaking out. I was like, my cat is dying. She was like, you need to calm down. Respectfully, she did not say it like that. But she was like, respectfully, you need to calm down. Except like in nice vet way, where she was like, we don't need to jump to those conclusions that he's dying. So I just went and picked up $70 worth of Mirataz appetite stimulant. Fantastic. $70 is cheaper than an emergency vet visit. And nitrile gloves, because Mirataz also is a human appetite stimulant. So you have to wear gloves when you put it on them so you don't get incredibly hungry. It's now like 6:25. I am going to try to fish my cat out from underneath the bed so I can give him these meds, keep an eye on him for like 2 hours, cook dinner. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Like, part of me is like, okay, now we figured this out. I've been holding this like crooked. Part of me is like, now that I figured this out, I'm going to do something. I'm going to chill. I'm going to like work on my music. But then there's the other part of me that's like, I kind of just want to hang out with my cat, because I get like this. I freak out when something's wrong with him. One of my friends said that makes me a good cat mom. I was like texting them. in the group chat. And I was like, I feel a little silly for freaking out so much. And she was like, no, you're a good mom. You're a good cat mom. Cat was implied. She literally just said, you are a good mom. And sometimes I don't feel like it. Whatever, it's fine. But I guess all of this freaking out means that hopefully he's going to be okay. What is probably happening is I took him in on Saturday to get vaccines. And when I took him in, I was like, he's also not been eating as much as normal, but he's still eating a little bit. He's just not eating as much as normal, and he's a little more lethargic. I took him in, got his shots, and then he hasn't eaten barely at all. Like, he's eaten a churu since then. And maybe while I'm sleeping, he's eating. I can't quite tell, but he's still peeing. So I think he's still drinking water because he's still peeing. He's still having some intake because he's not stopped peeing, and I can get him to eat churus. So I am armed with a churu. So I'm going to give him churu and meds, see how it goes. But when I called the vet to talk to the vet tech before the vet called me back, like the actual doctor of veterinary medicine called me back, she was like, take him to urgent care immediately. And I was like, I'm waiting to talk to the doctor because respectfully, vet tech lady, you don't know. I just say, like, he hasn't eaten in a couple days, or he's eaten very little in a couple days. And that's all she hears. And I understand, like, that's cause for concern, which is why I was trying to talk to the vet. But in the context of the broader thing, it's like, okay, we know his appetite was already down. He probably just doesn't feel good from getting 2 shots and already being a little sick. So we just maybe need to give him a couple days and see how he does and see where we go from there. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can show him to you and then give him his meds. Please ignore the dust under my bed. That's my baby. He's sitting in for more sleepies. And he's been sleeping a lot. And he'll come sleep with me during the night. At least he did last night. So, we'll see. Now I got to get him out from underneath there. Also, yes, there's holes in my thing. It's fine. It's probably from him. Update. This is how big the tube is. Do you see that? Glasses for comparison, I guess. Ear for comparison. The size of my ear, that's... silly, goofy time. It's tiny. It looks huge when I do this, obviously. It's tiny. So I've been filling the dishwasher. It's almost 7 o'clock. We're trying to get some stuff done. I have Star Trek on my iPad. I need to cook dinner, but I have to clean stuff before I cook dinner. So messy kitchen, hopefully going to be cleaned with food soon. Okay, mid doing dishes. Look who came out. Look who came out, my sweet baby. Okay. Some things are more important than dirty dishes, right, Brother? What do you think? Oh, baby. Okay, I'm about to walk to the park to meet my friends to go read in the park. So, you know what I should do, what I'm actually gonna do? Dishwasher's not all the way full. Excuse me, while I put you down like this for a second. But I'm gonna start it. This is the experience you get if you Marco Polo me, in case you're wondering. I'm gonna start the dishwasher, because then if I can put together my energy when I come home, I can unload the dishwasher and put more dishes in. We're gonna go walk to the park, because the park we're going to is walking distance from my place. Let's go. So something fell and melted in the dishwasher, and I've already taken the bit out. It was like a lid to something, and it was a lid to something new, so I hadn't even used it yet. It made me sad. I'll still use the little thing, but now I'm trying to clean this up before oh, that has actually wiping off, because it smelled like burnt plastic when I walked in, and I was like, did I leave the oven on? But there's also nothing in the oven. I was like, I'm pretty sure I turned it off. hoping nothing else falls. I was like shook it and I was like, okay, nothing else falling, I hope. He's being very demanding of my attention. Ignore this. We're still figuring out stuff. So the coffee table's a mess. Don't look at it. He was giving me a heart attack mere hours ago, and now he's chilling. His pupils are still really dilated. They're not always this dilated, but I don't think he's maybe 100% better yet. But he's definitely acting a lot better than he was previously. Good morning. It is Thursday morning, about 7:30. My AC is going, my washer is going, so if you hear noise, sorry, but also the AC has kind of just got to happen, you know? It's just, we're in that time of year where the AC is an everyday part of life. So Tuesday, normally I go into work, but they're doing skeleton crew today because there's a fire basically right next to my office. So there's not an evacuation notice, but I think the decision was made, like, the less people we have going up in that area, the better. Also, you know, we don't want people inhaling smoke. Look at the baby. Brandon, say hi. Brandon. Come here, do you want to say hi? I've been reading a little bit, and by reading, I've been listening. Yes, listening counts as reading. I firmly believe that. But for context, for like full clarity of what I was doing, I was laying in bed and listening to Harrow the Ninth, which I just started, and I'm in a really chaotic reading spot right now, and I started Harrow the Ninth because it's due back at the library. I was like, man, I kind of wish I had more time with it. I wish I didn't have to do it all right now, but whatever. I think I'm understanding it more than Gideon the Ninth, and that is one of the like 5 books I'm currently reading. I didn't clean out my bag yesterday after I went to the park. Okay, so book, well, brief mention this book. Oh, so I have 40-ish pages left in Service Model by Adrian Tchaikovsky, which I have as an ebook. My friend and I think I did a video about this. My friend and I are doing 26 and 26, so 26 books we want to read in 2026. And I am, oh buddy, you can get up there. Here, let me move the pillows. My couch is covered in stuff. Everything right now, not everything. My main living area right now feels cluttered, but not necessarily dirty. But everything's just covered because I haven't put stuff back as I'm kind of like feeling out this situation I have happening that I've shown you. Anyway, I'm currently reading like 5 books. My friend and I are doing 26 and 26, which I did do a video about. So 26 and 26 list, La Luz de las Profundidades is the book I got on that list, on that wheel from last time. I think I'm actually technically slowly reading 2 books from that because I'm also reading You Were Born for This by Chani Nicholas. I think it's Chani Nichols, not Nicholas, but I'm not remembering. And I know where it is, but I'm not going to get it right now. But since this is in Spanish, I'm going very slowly, just like I'm very slowly reading that. So I spun the wheel again, and I got Those Beyond the Wall. And I actually have not started this, but this is my next wheel book, and I might be starting it soon, depending on how my other reading goes. But I'm reading Service Model on my iPad. I have it on bookshop.org. And then I have the ebook and the audiobook for Harrow the Ninth. So I can immersion read, or what I was just doing this morning was just listening to, you know, I just got to get through that book. Got to get through it. It's due in 6 days or something like that. And let's see how far in. I am. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, it's loading. It's thinking about it. I thought I finished this chapter. I'm about 3 hours and 40 minutes into the audiobook, which means I have 16 hours left, and it is due in... The Kindle is due in 5 days. The audiobook is due in 8 days. I have another audiobook that's due in 8 days that I haven't even started. It's fine. That one's the Enchanted Greenhouse. I also own the physical copy of it. I got it to maybe immersion read as well. And if that doesn't happen, that's fine. If I just read the physical, it's fine. It's just, you know, a lot's going on, a lot's happening, and I have a lot to read. And I really want to read A Room of One's Own. That was one thing I was like, I bought it a little bit ago, and I was like, oh, I kind of knew I was going to move. I kind of had a suspicion I was going to end up moving out, living on my own for the first time ever in my life. And I was like, maybe A Room of One's Own would be kind of like a poetic or like a good book to read at this time as I'm living on my own for the first time ever. Yeah. So, good morning. That is the update for so far today. It probably means more work for us. And I assume we don't have anything written into policy about that. Hello. I've come into the kitchen, cooking up some tofu. It's actually not for lunch, because I actually already ate lunch. But I'm gonna try to meal prep. I'm gonna try to prep up some, basically like copycat, what are they called? Just crack an egg. So I have some tofu cooking. I already ate because I thought I had a 1 o'clock meeting. It is 1:10. And around 1:06, I'm in the meeting. My boss is in the meeting. My coworker's in the meeting, and then someone else from another team. We're all there. And the one guy who's from another team was like, yeah, it looks like this meeting is being moved. And my boss is like, I have not heard about this. So they didn't let anyone on my team know that they were moving the meeting. So we all show up, we hang out for like, you know, a couple minutes. And then turns out they didn't actually want to meet today, or at least right now. So coming to check my food. That is a cooking tofu. Basically what I want it to do is get really, really crispy. I'm gonna try to make it kind of like bacon-y flavor or like bacon-y texture. And then I'm gonna put it in these and then just add egg. And then this was turkey, bean, jalapeno. I basically make turkey bowls for lunch and I need to put it away. But I think it's still a little warm. And so I'm gonna just wait like a little bit longer until it's not quite as warm as it currently is. Okay, I owe y'all an update. It's about 9:30. I'm getting my cat some more food. He's already had dinner, but he's just losing his mind. So I like to try to make sure he has enough food to get him through the night. My face is not at all in frame. I'm figuring out all of this stuff. I'm figuring out the angles. Oh, that made it worse. And such. Food for Kitty has been acquired. Oh, and the AC went off. Yay. I was actually thinking about turning it off. After work, I practiced violin for a little bit, and then I went to a softball game with my friends for a local team. That was fun. Now I'm home. It's about 9:30, like I said. I have about half an hour to do what I want to do. What I want to do is practice, and what I want to practice is piano, but I do feel kind of bad about playing piano after 9 o'clock. I don't think quiet hours are technically until 10, but still. I understand that the piano is kind of loud, so I'll probably compromise, practice guitar, and then just make sure I practice piano tomorrow. Okay, not the best angle, but it's Wednesday morning. Getting ready. I'm going into the office. It's like 7:10, 7:15 maybe by this point. I need to leave at like 7:30. I'm tired. I've been thinking about what if I found a full-time remote job? Maybe, who knows? Current job has great benefits, but I don't know. Anyway, it's just a thought. We'll see if it happens or not. Dinner. Turkey, jalapeno, whatever bowl with, yes, Brandon, with quinoa, rice, lentil mix as the base. Lemon, lime, water. Dinner. Tasty. My cat is yelling at me like he doesn't have food, but look, I'm home. I have my dinner that I showed you, and I went to the gym, hence the gym shirt, and it was good. It's the first time I've been to the gym in a long time, and I haven't run in a while because it's been too hot to run. And I went with some friends and we had a good time. We did some mobility, did some running. I did some running, they walked. Great. Wonderful. Yeah, work was work. Work was working. A lot happening. So many things to do. Multiple spreadsheets of 5,000, 10,000, however many thousand rows of data that we need to sort through. So that's just the same thing every day. And every day it is just as much fun as it was the day before. But tomorrow's work from home. So cheers to that. With my sparkling lime water, lemon lime water. It's pretty tasty. It's the Kroger brand. That's it. It's really not been a very exciting day, but it's like about 8:30. I'm gonna eat quick and then get some music stuff done, hopefully. And we're gonna see if I feel okay practicing piano a little later than normal, because that's what I really wanna do. Good morning, it's Thursday, it's about 8:08. I have something in the washing machine. I've gone for a walk this morning. I folded my clean laundry that's been sitting for multiple days. So far, so productive. And now I'm pulling up all my work stuff, work from home, which is nice. I love a work from home day, and especially when I can get some stuff done in the morning. So we're seeing if this will load. Let's click it again. But yeah, that's today. I am gonna work and then go to an adult book fair. The washing machine is done. So basically just gonna go to a local brewing company, I think, and a local bookstore has partnered with them to do what I imagine is gonna be like the Scholastic Book Fair, but for grown-ups. So that's what I hope is happening. And I'm probably going to end the vlog today because I have been working on editing it a little bit and it's getting long. So we're gonna just wrap it up today. So good morning. Hello, I'm lying on the couch because I have kind of a migraine. Oh, and the thing is going and I'm not gonna turn it off. I've been trying to not record while the AC is going. Because when I was recording, I was like, I don't know how loud it's going to be, so it's probably going to be fine. But then when I was editing, I was like, oh no, actually it's like kind of annoying. So I'm sorry. I'll try to be better next time. I'm not going to go fix it now because I have kind of a migraine. So I'm lying on the couch. It's lunchtime. It's not terrible. I don't know what to say about it besides like my vision was weird. Now my vision's back to normal. And it's really not a bad one. And it's just like, I'm tired. It like hit me where I was like, oh, I'm really tired. And I've been a little bit of the nausea, but not terrible nausea. The pain is not bad, especially when I'm laying down. Like right now I'm like mostly just tired and fatigued. I don't know. I get like a lot of stuff, so to a certain extent I just don't know if I'm just like, okay, used to it. I've thought about this a lot. I'm like, I don't know if I'm just used to migraines, so sometimes when they hit I'm just like, I don't like fully power through, but to a certain extent I just power through. Or if I've just trained myself to do that, because when I was younger and getting migraines, there was never an option to like relax or take meds. You know, I have not had enough water today. That could be part of it. And the reason I say a migraine is because I had the vision thing. The other thing is, I don't think this one is, but sometimes I think I get ocular migraines because I will just get the vision without any pain in my head, without any nausea, without any whatever. This one, my head hurts a little bit, but it's really not that bad. The pain is not normally what bothers me the most about a migraine, though. Like, it's not bad. This one's not bad enough that I'm gonna really do a whole lot. And I'm out of my meds, but I can pick up more meds tomorrow, my migraine meds. One of my controversial things is that I'm not locking myself in a dark room right now because it's not that bad. And also, I'm gonna listen to stuff. I'll close my eyes, but I'm gonna listen to stuff. And that's something I almost always do, is I almost always listen to things when I have a migraine, because I feel like for me, the vision part's normally worse than the hearing part. And I don't always want to fall asleep, especially if it's like I'm just laying down and my head kind of hurts on work. I don't know. I just listen to stuff, and I know that's controversial. I know a lot of people can't do that or don't want to do that. And it's not that I'm not sensitive to sound when I have my migraines, but it's not as bad as the other things. And then also it helps keep my mind entertained while I'm like laying in a dark room. So I mitigate the other things so that I can like listen to my audiobook or whatever. Anyway, I feel like that was a lot of talk about migraines. Hello, beautiful friends. It is Friday after work. I have not updated because in my heart, mind, and soul, the vlog is over. It's like a breakup. It's over. I really enjoyed the time I spent with you, but you know, this just isn't working out for me. So it does have to come to an end. I am heating up a pan and cutting cheese to cook dinner for tonight. Only the finest dining in my house. I'm having quesadillas. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. It has been fun for me to get back into the swing of things. And I hope you have a wonderful day.